December 18th, 2022. The Lusail Stadium in Qatar. Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi. The spectacle that is the greatest sporting stage on the planet is the World Cup final.
Champions of the world!
On that special night in December, the world, 88,966 people packed full a stadium to see Lionel Messi create football history and win the ultimate prize in football. If you're watching this video, you probably know what you were doing that night, where you were watching the match, and I know that because the statistics point to it. That night, Argentina vs. France was viewed by 1.5 billion people. You heard that right. 1.5 billion with a B. Let's put that number into perspective. If you take the total population of 198 out of the estimated 234 countries in the world, that'll get you close to 1.5 billion people. No country in the world has a population of 1.5 billion people. Or even more simply put, 1 out of every 5 people on the planet tuned in to watch Lionel Messi win his first World Cup that night. That is the power of the sport. Now, capturing the attention of billions of people is the ultimate gold mine. Tapping into this well could prove to be an impeccable business move. However, sports fandom goes much, much deeper than this, beyond tuning into matches. According to research conducted by Forbes, in America alone, Americans spend $56 billion on sporting events, merchandise, in order to support their team. Sporting events truly are a booming entertainment industry, and to be able to capture a slice of that could change the trajectory of lives. All of this is to provide context on the new wave that has been sweeping the football world in 2023, which is why Saudi Arabia has poured $1 billion into the game of football. This is the story of how Saudi Arabia has taken over football. Saudi Arabia's bold foray into sports is not just about making headlines. It's a central pillar of an ambitious Vision 2030 plan championed by the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salim. Soccer in Saudi Arabia has embarked on an unprecedented era, one that witnesses global football superstars gracing Saudi turf. Crown Prince Mohammed has a broader vision, elevating Saudi Arabia economic growth through sports. Now, over the past 2 years, Saudi Arabia has committed substantial investments in soccer, golf, combat sports, and even Formula One. The focal point of their football ambition is Newcastle United, a Premier League club which they acquired in October 2021 for £305 million, or around $372 million. Since then, they've spent heavily on new players with the aim of positioning the club for success in the UEFA Champions League. Now, even them defeating the club giant Paris Saint-Germain in the competition. But when Saudi Arabia officially stamped their name on the footballing world was when Al Nassr secured the services of Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, the Cristiano Ronaldo, the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner in January, marking the beginning of an effort to attract world-class players to the Saudi Pro League. After this move, the footballing world took notice and knew that this was the real deal. The Public Investment Fund, otherwise known as PIF, controlled by the government, took control of the country's 4 largest clubs in June. Notable stars like Karim Benzema, Neymar, and Sadio Mané have followed Cristiano's suit and made their way from Europe into Saudi Arabia. Saudi clubs have paid just over $1 billion in transfer fees during the transfer window, making them second only to the English Premier League in terms of global spending. Additionally, the salaries offered to star players are out of this world, with Cristiano Ronaldo's deal reportedly reaching up to $200 million per year. Liverpool recently rejected a $150 million bid for Mohamed Salah from Al-Ittihad, which would have been a record-breaking transfer. However, Despite speculation of a renewed offer, the deal did not materialize. The Saudi Pro League's spectacular spending spree doesn't seem to have an endpoint in sight. Paris Saint-Germain received a €300 million transfer offer for Kylian Mbappe, which is around $332 million from the kingdom's Al-Hilal team. $1.1 billion. That's how much Al-Hilal were willing to spend on Mbappe in the first season from Al-Hilal's proposed deal, including the $332 million transfer fee and a reported $775 million salary package. This not only exceeds the $400 million that Messi would have earned annually had he joined Al-Hilal this summer, but this also reportedly eclipsed the combined 2023 payrolls of the MLB's New York Mets, which is around $348.8 million, and New York Yankees, $279.3 million. So why is Saudi Arabia and the public investment funds willing to throw everything they have towards building football in Saudi Arabia? Simply put, the money is there in the long term if Saudi Arabia can become a global powerhouse. For context, let's look at the Premier League, currently the largest league in the world. In 2022, Deloitte performed an annual review of football finance. Their study reveals European clubs generated nearly €30 billion during the 2021-2022 season, making a resounding return to growth with a 7% year-on-year increase post the COVID-19 disruption. The Premier League in particular stands as a driving force, contributing a staggering €6.4 billion or £5.5 billion annually, dwarfing its closest competitor, Spain's La Liga, which managed just half of this amount during the same season. Now, Deloitte's 32nd annual review paints the picture of a sport with a widening global appeal and enduring interest levels post-pandemic. Most notably, the English top flight pocketed €3.4 billion of TV revenue in 2021-2022, more than the combined total of the Bundesliga, Serie A, and Liga 1, thanks to lucrative broadcasting deals at home and abroad. Though the future appears daunting for Europeans' elite clubs, the Premier League's financial power might show no sign of diminishing. The league's broadcast deals continue to grow, making it the most-watched league broadcast worldwide. This dominance has accelerated the league's international reach. Due to the success of the Premier League, it's no wonder why Saudi Arabia is determined to become the ultimate footballing powerhouse, taking that top spot. Saudi Arabia's commitment to enhancing its domestic league, along with global sports investments, makes it a dominant player in the world of sports, raising both eyebrows and expectations. I guess only time will tell if the landscape of the footballing world will shift from Europe to the Middle East.